All right, thanks, Dennis. Well, Farhan, everybody is on pins and needles across the country, and particularly the morning shows that are in the running for you. Now, I could ask you right now what show you chose, but instead I have a series of questions lined up to really drag the answer out. So what's new? How was your summer?
Man, this whole experience, I'm really looking forward to it.
What have you thought about this process?
Well, I knew coming out of the training class, I was top-notch, world-class. I mean, that's what I did a few months ago. I put myself in the position to have this process where I could hear the show's pitches, and they could hear me.
So you were able to be recruited by all these shows because you went straight to the morning show from the training class. Have you enjoyed this recruiting process?
I mean, I want to thank all 5 shows that I had the time to sit down with and really hear what they had to say.
What did you expect, Farhan? I mean, we've seen shows clear out all types of interviews. We've seen cartoons made about you and for you in part of their pitch. Even legendary broadcaster Ed Ingles has commented 7 times saying he'd like to see you go to Tuesdays. Did you expect all of this?
Yes, I did.
Well, let's take a listen of what some other hosts has to say.
Farhan, you've proven that you have the talent, but can you play with the big boys? I mean, let's face it, Thursday, it's Sandbox Radio. You got to come a long way from that. Well, Friday, it's just a place to be. You got me, you got Christian, you got Butters. We have the ability to take over the world through the airwaves. I mean, let's face it, we're the most entertaining show of the week. It's people that expect us to take them into the weekend with excitement and allure and the animalistic mentality that is our show. Make the right decision. You know you have what it takes to run with the big boys. Now prove it to us. Join up on Friday and do what you can and do it right.
All right, Farhan. Well, you're getting close to decision time, trying to figure out what you want to do. What's right for Farhan? Well, Monday, the start of the week, trying to figure out what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, unfolding the news for the rest of the week. Do you really want to be with Friday? Come on, Friday's the leftovers. Fridays, they're just kind of piecing nonsense together. Monday, we break the stories. We uncover the facts. 2 hours, Farhan. That 7 a.m. wake-up call. People, Sunday, they went out. They don't know what's going on. But Monday, they want to know. And they need you, Farhan. They need you to uncover the news. And with me, come on. I'm John Santucci. You know you want to be there, Farhan. It's the place to be. The longest-serving anchor of Hofstra's morning wake-up call currently, and Farhan Husain. Could you imagine what we could do? The possibilities, the things we could uncover, Farhan. The issues that are important to Long Island, the nation, and the world. I wonder what our names would be, though. Would it be Santucci and Husain, or John and Farhan, JF? I don't know. We'd have to figure that out. But I'd let you decide that, Farhan. You have great potential. Don't waste it on Friday. Come to Monday's wake-up call.
Hey Farhan, it's Foley. I'm just calling to just give you a little bit of a reminder. I've heard that you've been thinking about going to Monday and Friday, maybe some other day. I don't know what other day you might be thinking about going to. But I just want to remind you of a conversation we had not too long ago. We sat down and we're trying to think about things that we want to do on the Thursday show. And we made an agreement. We made an agreement between you and me. And I think it's important to share with you, to remind you. We sat down and said that we were going to make the Thursday show the premier show of the week. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you're thinking about going to Monday or Friday, whatever. I mean, you're not going to get the premier show that you're going to get with me on Thursday. Because Friday you're just going to be in the shadows of Butters and Heimel and Napolitano. And Monday, we work with Santucci, one of the premier people at the station. So what sort of... how are you supposed to make a name for yourself when you're working with, these other people that they're trying to be the face of their shows? I mean, we can both share the spotlight on Thursday. Don't you realize that? So hopefully, you can take some time to think about it. Just remember, we sat down and said we were going to make Thursday the premier show.
All right, Farhan, listen. You've got me, you've got Matt Napolitano, you've got Christian Heimel. What else more do you need? We've got this whole group, a great core for you, a great group to work with you. What else do you need? I mean, you tell me and we'll give it to you. What else more do you need?
Farhan, Chris Heimel, we co-hosted once together on Tuesdays, so I know that there is an easy decision for you to make, and it's obviously to follow me down over to Fridays. The Friday show is the most hallowed day in all of the week. I mean, what other place could you possibly go to fulfill your true legacy as a morning show host? Not to mention the company that is going to be around you. Look at the three guys that you have on this show. Myself, Matt, Steve. I mean, come on. These are guys, these are veterans. And look at the list of guys that come before you. John Lauder, Sadiq Faruqi, the amount of guys that are on this Friday show is absolutely legendary. There's only one place to fulfill your legacy and make you one of the true greats in the industry, and that is Fridays. I know you're going to make the right decision.
All right, Farhound, it's Jackie. Listen, no one's going to tell you straight like I am. I think you should go to Mondays. Look at the people that have come out of the Monday show, i.e., me. I'm moving on to bigger and better things in the world, and I feel like if you go to a Friday show, you're taking the easy route, and you're being selfish. Don't be selfish, Farhan. Don't do it. Go to Mondays. Be a big boy.
Farhan, sometimes in life, we need to make a change that enables us to grow. Thursday, Farhan, you've been there. Forget Thursday. Thursday, nobody likes Thursdays. Everybody's waiting for another day. Nobody wants Thursday. By Thursday, we're tired of the week. Monday, it's fresh. It's new. It's different. The Thursday show actually steals from the Monday show, so there you go. They'll steal from you. But the point being that you want to be on Mondays. That's the day for you. Thursday, you've been with Dennis. Dennis is a good guy sometimes, but you don't want to be with him. You want to come on to Monday. You can ask Jackie DeTore. She's been with me all summer. We've only had to move her because of a scheduling issue, and she's very depressed. I know that for a fact. But you want to be Monday.
Now, Farhan, when did you decide?
This morning, actually in between interviews.
So the last time you changed your mind was between interviews?
No, I actually just changed. No, wait. Okay, it's back.
All right. So does the show you're going to, the show you're about to announce, do they know?
I'm sorry. What? Sorry, I was just texting this guy who's coming to his show. I'm sorry.
So the other 4 shows are still on Pins and Needles. They don't know. They'll be listening to this show to find out.
Pins and needles. You really like using that phrase, don't you? Well, I really hope that these other 4 shows, I hope that they're tuned in.
Now, Farhan, who in this process have you taken advice from, and who has had the biggest influence?
Well, Pete, I have a series of mentors from WRHU who have really helped to guide me through this very difficult process. And this is actually a process that I want to publicize and make a narcissistic special about. You always have the big names like Mom and Dad, but then you have the bigger names like Farhan.
All right. Well, we actually have some of those mentors who called in and left their opinion on what you should do. Let's take a listen.
Farhan, it's your good friend Justin, a former morning show producer and morning show host, and I understand that you have a big decision coming up. In fact, I've been speaking to a few people around the station, and you may be leaving the Thursday show. And I have to say that if you were to leave the Thursday show, you would be breaking the hearts of not only thousands of listeners, if not millions, but my own heart, because, these guys sort of showed you the ropes and gave you an idea of how to put on the best show possible. Not to say that you don't do that already, but they have really given you the tools necessary to put on a great morning show. And I honestly think that the station would collapse if you were to leave the Thursday show. I know in my own heart I would collapse, and it would be horrible for me. So my recommendation to you would be to stay on the Thursday show, or else we may all just have to boycott the station, which would not be good for either show on WRHU. So my suggestion is, if you don't want any radio burning, as like they did with the LeBron jerseys when they burned the jerseys after he made his big decision, I suggest that you stay with the Thursday show and call it a day. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Let me tell you, oh young Farhan, or Farhound, as some like to call you, as your esteemed mentor with immense knowledge of morning show tomfoolery, here is your warning. The beach is not always greener on the other side. And if you didn't get my oh-so-basic analogy, let me explain further. Don't be the Babe Ruth no-no-net trade of radio. I mean, that play wasn't even good. So beware. You don't want to be in a movie with Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon, now do you?
Farhan, what's going on, man? It's me, Sadiq. Look, man, I've been mentoring you this whole way. You have a tough decision to make, but you have to be smart about this. Friday, you got the trio there. You got Matt. You got Butters. You got Christian. That's the dream team right there. Don't make the same mistake that I made, sticking around at this age and wasting my opportunity to win a championship. You got to do what's right for you. You got to avoid the bright lights. When Santucci smiles, he lights up the room with that bright smile of his. You got to avoid. You got to go for the championship. You got to go for the ring, man. I'm telling you, you got to go for Friday.
All right, Farhan, what was the major factor or reason in your decision?
Really just being more informative to the public.
How deep of an evaluation do you have to go through to figure out tomorrow, next year, and beyond, you're going to be more informative to the public?
Actually, very deep, Peter, because, to be more informative to the public is like being a winner. Of course, everyone at Hofstra's Morning Wake Up Call is more than capable of doing that. But it's the right group of people, the right sports guy or gal, the newsreader, the traffic and weather updates. Those are all major things that I had to evaluate.
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
You know what, I'm sure in a few months from now, people will look back at this decision and say, wow, that was a great idea. But what was a greater idea is the way that I did it through this decision.
Are you a nail biter, Farhan?
No, not really.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, and it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. Farhan, what's your decision?
This fall, man, this is tough, but I wanted to do it in public anyway. This fall, I'm going to take my talents to the Monday show and join John Santucci.
Good choice, Farhan. Welcome to Monday's edition of Hofstra's Morning Wake Up Call. We're ready. We're waiting for you. So Monday morning, what do you want for breakfast? What are you looking for? Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks? I mean, we'll figure that out together. But that's the morning we kick things off. We're already looking at some interviews, got a few ideas going, but we won't make any decisions without you. You're now a part of the A team, the lead team. And Friday, well, good luck to you. We have Farhan. We're going to be okay. This is Monday with Farhan and John. John and Farhan, I don't know. We'll determine the order. Whatever way makes you happy, champ. I'll see you Monday morning, bright and early.
All right, Farhan, you could have had popcorn with Butters, but that's fine. You go ahead and you go with your group. But listen, you could have been a part of something special.
Well, I can't honestly say I'm surprised. I mean, you kind of are a little bit afraid of having a great legacy. You're afraid of being able to put your name up with some of the greats of all time, and you're just afraid in general of being someone and being a leader. Now you're just going to go to a place where you're going to follow for the rest of your life. So to be completely honest, I'm not surprised by this. You blew a wonderful opportunity. Your legacy is completely destroyed, and I hope, honestly, that you have a great time.
All right, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we didn't want you anyway. All right, you know what? Us three, we're awesome without you. Okay, just you know what? Go over to Mondays. Do what you got to do there. Have fun with Santucci. You know what? We're fine over here. Come on, guys. You know what? Let's just go book some interview. We'll get somebody from like a Comedy Central or something, or get somebody from Family Guy. You know what? See, Farhan, that's the kind of fun you could have had. And know what? Now you're missing out, buddy. So know what? On you. Get that mic out of my face!
Hey Farhan, I heard you're going to Monday. I'm glad to hear that you're going to go to Monday and you're going to do great things with Santucci. And you're going to go to the park and go frolicking and have a whole bunch of fun and all. But that's fine. That's fine because you know what? Thursday is going to be the premiere show of the week without you. Okay, I've decided. You know, if you even want to come back, tough luck. Tough luck. I've moved on. We're going to be doing great things on Thursday. So if you ever decide that you want to come back, don't worry. The door's going to be shut, locked. I'm going to put, like, other stuff keeping it shut. So do not even think you can come back to Thursday and try and be like, oh, you know, I want to have a great show with you. No, done. Absolutely done. No more. Hope you have fun on Monday. See you later.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Farhan Husain will be a Monday morning show host. After the break, we'll head back into Hofstra's Morning Wake Up Call. Stay tuned.